The 1989 cult classic Roadhouse thrilled audiences with its intense action, barroom brawls, and a legendary performance by Patrick Swayze. Over the years, the film has remained a fan favorite, but time has taken its toll on the cast. Some actors are still with us, continuing their careers or enjoying retirement, while others have sadly passed away, leaving behind unforgettable legacies. In this tribute, we take a look at 31 actors from Roadhouse, 1989, honoring those who are no longer with us and catching up with those who are still going strong. From leading stars to memorable supporting roles, here's where the cast is today. Patrick Swayze, born on August 18, 1952, in Houston, Texas. He portrayed James Dalton in Roadhouse, 1989, at 37. Dalton is a legendary bouncer known for his calm demeanor, philosophy of control, and deadly combat skills. Hired to clean up the Double Deuce, he clashes with crime boss Brad Wesley, who terrorizes the town. Despite his peaceful nature, Dalton is forced into a violent showdown. He follows a strict code: be nice, until it's time to not be nice. Swayze passed away on September 14, 2009, at 57, due to pancreatic cancer.
Morgan, you're out of here. What the fuck you talking?
Terry Funk, born on June 30th, 1944, in Hammond, Indiana. He portrayed Morgan in Roadhouse, 1989, when he was 45 years old. Morgan is one of Brad Wesley's most aggressive enforcers, known for his brute strength and short temper. He initially works as a bouncer at the Double Deuce, but is fired by Dalton, leading to increased hostility. He later fights Dalton and his allies as Wesley's loyal thug. Funk passed away on August 23, 2023, at the age of 79 due to complications from dementia and Parkinson's disease.
Oh, shit! Fight!
Marshall Rohner, born on December 20th, 1963, in Iowa. He portrayed a member of the Cruzados, the band performing at the Double Deuce in Roadhouse, 1989, when he was 26 years old. As the guitarist, he provides the bar's live music, creating the rowdy yet electrifying atmosphere that sets the tone for many of the film's intense moments. Rohner passed away on October 18, 2005, at the age of 41, due to complications from hepatitis C.
Ricky, why don't you leave him alone? Get off our backs.
I kind of get off on your front.
Red West, born on March 8, 1936, in Memphis, Tennessee. He portrayed Red Webster in Roadhouse, 1989, at 53. Red is the owner of an auto parts store and a respected member of the Jasper community. He stands against Brad Wesley's extortion, making him a target. When Wesley's men destroy his store, it strengthens Dalton's resolve. Wise and kind, Red represents the town's spirit, refusing to submit to corruption. West passed away on July 18, 2017, at 81 due to an aortic aneurysm.
Could you be by? You want to put in a standing order now? No, I'll pay as I go. Dalton, Red Webster. How long are you going to be?
Sunshine Parker, born on June 10, 1927, in Lawn, Texas. He portrayed Emmett in Roadhouse, 1989, when he was 62 years old. Emmett is a kind and supportive farmer who rents a barn loft to Dalton. He admires Dalton's sense of justice and becomes one of his allies, though he is later targeted by Brad Wesley's men in an attempt to intimidate Dalton. Parker passed away on February 17, 1999, at the age of 71. The cause of death is not widely documented. Ben Gazzara, born on August 28, 1930, in New York City, New York. He portrayed Brad Wesley in Roadhouse, 1989, at 59. Wesley is a ruthless crime boss who rules Jasper, Missouri, through fear and corruption. He lives lavishly while exploiting local businesses and sees Dalton as a threat. As Dalton fights back, Wesley escalates his violence, leading to a final battle. Arrogant and cruel, he meets a brutal end. Gazzara passed away on February 3, 2012, at 81 due to pancreatic cancer. Kimberly Herron, born on October 2, 1957, in Santa Barbara, California. She portrayed Party Girl in Roadhouse, 1989, at 32. As one of the women in Brad Wesley's inner circle, she enjoys his lavish lifestyle and wild parties. Often seen in the background of Wesley's gatherings, she represents the excess and corruption of his rule over Jasper. Though she does not play a major role, her presence adds to the atmosphere of Wesley's dominance. Herron passed away on October 28, 2022, at 65 due to breast cancer. Sam Elliott, born on August 9, 1944, in Sacramento, California. He portrayed Wade Garrett in Roadhouse, 1989, at 45. Wade is a legendary bouncer and Dalton's mentor, offering wisdom and guidance. Though older and weary, he remains tough and capable. When Dalton faces increasing danger from Brad Wesley, Wade arrives to help. Loyal and protective, he warns Dalton about the cost of his fight. Tragically, Wade is ambushed and killed by Wesley's men. As of 2025, Elliott is 80 years old.
You want to fight, dickless?
I sure ain't gonna show you my dick.
Kelly Lynch, born on January 31st, 1959, in Golden Valley, Minnesota. She portrayed Dr. Elizabeth Clay in Roadhouse, 1989, at 30. Elizabeth, or Doc, is a skilled and compassionate doctor in Jasper. She treats Dalton's wounds after a bar fight and soon becomes his love interest. Having once been involved with Brad Wesley, she disapproves of his control over the town. Strong-willed and intelligent, she supports Dalton, but fears the escalating violence. As of 2025, she is 66 years old.
Wins the fight.
Kevin Teege, born on August 13, 1944, in Los Angeles, California. He portrayed Frank Tilghman in Roadhouse, 1989, at 45. Frank is the desperate owner of the Double Deuce, hiring Dalton to clean up the bar's violence and lawlessness. Honest and hardworking, he refuses to let Brad Wesley control his business. He trusts Dalton completely and supports his efforts to bring order. Despite threats, he stands firm, proving his courage in the fight against Wesley. As of 2025, Tig is 80 years old.
Stratemeyer. I never thought you'd turn on me too.
Kathleen Wilhoit, born on June 29, 1964, in Santa Barbara, California. She portrayed Carrie in Roadhouse, 1989, at 25. Carrie is a friendly and outspoken waitress at the Double Deuce. She provides comic relief and moral support to Dalton as he tries to clean up the bar. Despite the danger that comes with working in such a rough environment, she remains loyal to the staff and stands up against the chaos brought by Wesley's men. Her quick wit and charm make her a beloved part of the Double Deuce crew. As of 2025, Wilhoit is 60 years old.
You got a name?
Yeah?
Well, what is it?
Gary Hudson, born on March 26, 1956, in Newport News, Virginia. He portrayed Steve in Roadhouse, 1989, at 33. Steve is a bouncer at the Double Deuce, but unlike Dalton, he is unprofessional and reckless. He frequently gets into unnecessary fights and is caught behaving inappropriately with female patrons. Dalton quickly realizes that Steve is part of the problem and fires him. Humiliated and bitter, Steve holds a grudge but lacks the skill or strength to challenge Dalton. As of 2025, Hudson is 68 years old.
This is a Sears credit card.
Beverly, Agnes. It's okay, Bear. They're friends of mine.
Hey, but Dalton
It's
said...
okay. Trust me. Might just play girls.
Marshall R. Teague, born on April 16, 1953, in Newport, Tennessee. He portrayed Jimmy in Roadhouse, 1989, at 36. Jimmy is Brad Wesley's most dangerous enforcer, ruthless and highly skilled in combat. He serves as Wesley's right-hand man, carrying out violent tasks with sadistic pleasure. He taunts Dalton repeatedly, leading to an intense showdown where he nearly kills him. In the end, Dalton overpowers Jimmy and kills him in self-defense. As of 2025, Teague is 71 years old. Julie Michaels, born on July 20th, 1970, in northwestern Washington. She portrayed Denise in Roadhouse, 1989, at 19. Denise is Brad Wesley's girlfriend, living under his control while occasionally showing defiance. She is physically abused by Wesley, revealing his cruelty. Despite being linked to Wesley, she is drawn to Dalton and even tries to provoke his interest. Her role highlights Wesley's oppressive nature and the fear he instills in those around him. As of 2025, Michaels is 54 years old.
Because you can dance, honey. Elvis, play something with balls.
A John Doe, born on February 25th, 1953, in Decatur, Illinois. He portrayed Pat McGurn in Roadhouse, 1989, at 36. Pat is the sleazy and incompetent bartender at the Double Deuce, who also happens to be Brad Wesley's nephew. He openly steals from the bar and mistreats customers, believing his connection to Wesley makes him untouchable. When Dalton arrives, he immediately fires Pat for his dishonesty, sparking a bitter grudge. Pat later returns with Wesley's men to attack Dalton, but is easily defeated. As of 2025, Doe is 72 years old.
He's good. He's real good. The name is Dalton.
Keith David, born on June 4th, 1956, in Harlem, New York. He portrayed Ernie Bass in Roadhouse, 1989, at 33. Ernie is a bartender at the Double Deuce, hired after Dalton begins cleaning up the establishment. Unlike the previous staff, he is hardworking, honest, and professional. He helps transform the bar into a respectable place by ensuring customers are treated well. Though not involved in the physical fights, he witnesses the escalating violence between Dalton and Wesley's men. As of 2025, David is 68 years old.
An agent for the mob. Two of these guys have done serious time.
Look, they're the best at what they do.
So am I. And I'm not so optimistic. We spend $250 billion.
Patricia Tallman, born on September 4th, 1957, in Pontiac, Illinois. She portrayed the bandstand babe in Roadhouse, 1989, when she was 32 years old. Tallman is also known for her work as a stunt performer and actress, particularly for her role as Lyda Alexander in Babylon 5 and as Barbara in Night of the Living Dead, 1990. Her career spans both film and television, with numerous appearances in science fiction and horror productions. As of 2025, she is 67 years old. Anthony DeLongis, born on March 23, 1950, in Glendale, California. He portrayed Ketchum in Roadhouse, 1989, at 39. Ketchum is one of Brad Wesley's most dangerous henchmen, known for his cold and ruthless nature. He is skilled in combat and takes pleasure in enforcing Wesley's control over the town. He participates in several violent confrontations with Dalton and his allies. In the final battle, Ketchum meets his end when the townspeople rise against Wesley's tyranny. As of 2025, DeLongis is 74 years old.
Another segment.
I loved Undisputed 3.
Thank you.
I mean, it was a wonderful story, a continuation, of the saga.
Joe Unger, born on May 25, 1949, in Lake County, Tennessee. He portrayed Carpus in Roadhouse, 1989, at 40. Carpus is a minor but shady character in Jasper, often seen hanging around the Double Deuce and involved in Wesley's operations. He is an opportunist who avoids direct confrontation but benefits from the town's corruption. While not as violent as Wesley's other men, he remains loyal to the crime boss until Wesley's downfall. As of 2025, Unger is 75 years old.
Practically lived out of the thing while he was here.
Who's your favorite character from Roadhouse? It's always tough to say goodbye to beloved cast members who are no longer with us. How does that make you feel? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you're enjoying our content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. We appreciate having you in our community.